Hello my friends, welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. I thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to this channel and you love professional wrestling content, then this is the place for you. Please take a couple of seconds, think about subscribing to this channel, and then go ahead and subscribe to this channel because we have a great community here. We're always talking about everything wrestling. It's usually a lot of WWE stuff. Things really picked up around WrestleMania time, so I've been focusing a lot on like Raw and SmackDown. I did a couple of NXT videos recently, but it seems like the consensus is people want to talk about Raw and SmackDown the most, so that's what I focus on the most. But hey, we listen to comments, we talk to, we answer emails. Truly a great place to be. So if you subscribe to this channel, you will not regret it. I sent out a little post earlier today on YouTube, a little poll, if you will, asking people who would they want to see face Cody Rhodes in the next serious feud for Cody Rhodes. I only put down a few people, and I'll go over them. I'm going to have to look at my phone for this because I'm not going to remember everything here. But I put down Randy Orton, I put down Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa, and LA Knight. Yeah, that's who we all had to poll. That's who we had to vote. Who would people want to see most? Tell you what, it's still ongoing. I'm still getting votes for this, but right now we're at 77 votes. So shout out to everybody who participated and everybody who voted on that. And if you did vote on that post, hopefully you're watching this video because we're about to get into what these options are, what they look like, who had the most votes. And I'm telling you right off the bat, currently, as it stands, Randy Orton has running away with it. Like, he's got 78% of the vote. Surprisingly, Solo Sikoa only has 4%. Kevin Owens only has 4%, which then leaves LA Knight with 14%. So, interesting there. I brought up those four guys for a reason. I put down those four guys because, honestly, there really isn't many options on SmackDown. I'm not going to lie. I looked at the roster earlier today. I even had to write this down. I looked at the roster earlier today, and I wrote down who could realistically be in the WWE Championship picture to go against Cody Rhodes. Here's who I came up with. I looked at the entire SmackDown roster, and some of these are a stretch, but I put them down just because maybe they'd be an interesting option. Here's what I got. AJ Styles. Andrade. I like that option. I feel like he's being slept on. He's not really used properly. Again, this is the second time he's been with WWE, and it looks like they don't know what to do with him. I don't know why. Andrade is fantastic in the ring. Maybe it's because his promos aren't the best, but I feel like there's workarounds. I don't know why they just don't do anything with Andrade, but I put him in there. Bobby Lashley hasn't been mentioned yet against Cody Rhodes, and I think that's a really cool option. LA Knight, of course, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul again, if we wanted to go there, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, because I think that'd be pretty interesting, maybe, because I like the backstage promos they've been doing with Shinsuke recently, where it's almost like comic books villain style, and he's like cutting the promo in Japanese, and we got like the English subtitles. I like that kind of stuff, but how much can you get people behind that kind of feud if we're doing that? Plus, we've seen Cody versus Shinsuke already, so I don't know if people want to see that again. I got Solo in there, and then I got another kind of wild card. I put Santos Escobar because, me personally, I think Santos has what it takes to be a main event type of person, a wrestler. I think he could cut good promos. I think he's really good on the ring. He's got the look. He can speak both English and Spanish like perfectly. So it's not really hard to understand him, which makes it easier for him to connect with fans. I like Santos. I don't know if they're just saving him or they don't see it yet with him or if they're ever going to see it with him. But I think Santos is a sleeper. I think he should be involved in a main event title picture at some point. I'm not saying right now, so don't take me as saying that he needs to be there right now. But at some point, I would like to see Santos there. But the other people, and if you go around, right, and who's a heel and who's a babyface, of course, Cody Rhodes is the top babyface, but AJ's most recently heel. Andrade, if I remember right, he's kind of in between right now. I don't really know what Andrade is. Lashley is a face for now. LA Knight a face. Kevin Owens a face. Randy Orton a face. And then your heels, you got Logan Paul, Shinsuke, and Solo, and Santos. That's not really much to go with. Honestly, I like the way it looked better when Cody was on Raw. He had Drew to go with. He had Seth when he's healthy. He would have CM Punk when he's healthy. You had other guys on Raw that could help. Jey Uso at some point. That's an interesting storyline. Braun Strowman. I mean, there's options, good options on Raw for Cody, but for SmackDown, I think it's pretty heavy on the baby faces. We're going to need someone who's a big baby face to turn heel so we can get a serious feud here with Cody, because I know for a fact this AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes feud is going to be great. It's not going to be anything like the Backlash one, because that was kind of thrown together last minute. They didn't have much time to build for it. It was around the draft, so there was only like a week or two. They didn't really have a chance to cut many promos or get serious. So I think this AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes, if they're going to stretch it over a couple of months, this will be a good feud. This will be a really good feud. I like what we had with the Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there was some good juice in there. I feel like hopefully maybe that chapter is not closed yet. Maybe we can revisit that at some point. I think it makes it a little more difficult with Logan Paul having the United States Championship. It makes it a little less, I guess, intimidating or you don't really expect him to win the WWE Championship if he has the United States, which we'll get into in a few. So as far as heels go, I think the only way that we can maybe get a really good string of feuds here for Cody Rhodes is maybe get a heel Randy Orton, or we can get a heel Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens as a bad guy is top tier. He's amazing, and I think Kevin Owens could sell the hell out of that feud. I think Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes would be a great. But yes, a lot of people think about Randy Orton when I pose this question, because I'm with you. I think Randy Orton is the most intriguing option for Cody Rhodes, especially if Randy goes heel. I do think it'll be a little tough, because Randy right now, and in this point of his career, he is so beyond beloved by the fans that I think if you make Randy Orton a heel, it's going to be hard for him to get booed, because people are still going to cheer him. And I feel like you really want to get somebody who's not loved by the fans. If you're going against your top guy, Cody Rhodes, it's going to be tough. You got to get like a guy that people are not going to really cheer. Granted, you could say that about AJ Styles, because in France, AJ Styles got a great reception, but didn't it kind of take away the feel a little bit of like a really bad guy versus a really good guy? To me, it felt like that. I still enjoyed the match regardless. It was one of the best Cody Rhodes matches I've seen since he come back. So, I still think there's something there with AJ and Cody. I think there's something there with Logan Paul and Cody. And I think there's a lot there with Randy Orton versus Cody. And I do think there's a lot there with Kevin Owens versus Cody, to be honest. If this is what we got working with us, this we have to make a couple of tweaks here, because Cody Rhodes, he's going to have a very uninteresting title reign if he's facing guys who you don't believe could ever really beat him. One guy I think a lot of people haven't really been talking about lately, he's not currently here. And I'm not talking about the Tribal Chief. I'm talking about the Tribal Chief's cousin, The Rock. We all know The Rock's going to come back at some point. The Rock said so himself. And he told Cody on Raw, there was like the Raw after WrestleMania, he told Cody, hey, whether you have the championship or not, I'm coming back and I'm coming for you. So I don't know if that was kind of like a tease of letting people know that regardless of Cody, if he's the champ or not, by WrestleMania is what I'm assuming this is going to happen. The Rock versus Cody may be there. So in the meantime, if we're going to have Rock versus Cody, and it's going to happen at WrestleMania, we have to have something for Cody to do until we get there. I don't think Cody's going to have these long title reigns. I really don't. In fact, I was looking at the pay-per-views coming up. PLEs. I keep saying pay-per-views. The most immediate PLE coming up is, of course, Clash at Castle, whatever, in Scotland. And he'll be going against, I guess a lot of us are presuming it'll be AJ Styles. Be a great match. I fully expect Cody to win that. Then the next one is Money in the Bank. I don't know who Cody would be facing there. Maybe again AJ Styles. This is where everything starts to get already like it's like short term. It's like right after the first PLE here. Who do we move on to? Because if Cody just beat AJ at Backlash and then Cody beats AJ again at Clash at Castle, what's the point of going 3 times? There's got to be another opponent lined up for Cody Rhodes. We need something for Cody to do. So Money in the Bank's shot in the dark. Here's what I'm thinking. I mentioned Logan Paul earlier. What if we don't do Logan Paul versus LA Knight at SummerSlam? What if we do Logan Paul versus LA Knight maybe at Clash at Castle, or if that's too soon, the next pay-per-view Money in the Bank? Because if that happens, let's just say LA Knight beats Logan Paul. Then at SummerSlam, you could have Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes in his hometown, of Logan Paul's hometown. Logan Paul goes in not a champion, and he'll face Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. I feel like that's where we're going. I feel like they could go there. I would like to see that. And I wouldn't even be surprised, honestly. And a lot of people might not like this. But trust me, I'm not crazy about the idea either. But I've warmed up to it just a little bit. What if at SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for the WWE Championship? What if Logan Paul beats Cody Rhodes for the title? And if I haven't lost you yet, just hear me out. I think WWE truly does enjoy and appreciate everything that Logan Paul has been doing for them, mainstream-wise. He's bringing a lot of attention. And honestly, we have to respect what he's done in the ring, because Logan Paul has been very great in the ring. I'm not going to lie. He's been phenomenal. That's AJ Styles, but he's been great in the ring, right? Logan Paul, you got to give him his props. Here's somebody, and I've mentioned it in my other videos, I haven't been a Logan Paul fan, both in reality and in the realm of WWE professional wrestling. I just have never really liked him at all. And to be honest, I still don't really, but I've warmed up to him a little bit, especially in WWE. I think Logan Paul is a huge asset. I think he has gone above and beyond what people expected out of him. And I think he will be getting a WWE Championship reign at some point. And I think maybe if it's going to be at SummerSlam and it's going to be in his hometown, why not do Logan versus Cody there? And if people are truly that mad about it, right, about the outcome, you could have Logan beat Cody for the championship, and then Jey Uso could cash in or something, or whoever wins Money in the Bank could cash in. Or, and I just thought about this right now, what if Logan Paul wins Money in the Bank, and then Logan Paul cashes in on Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam and becomes WWE champion? It's in his hometown. He's going to get cheered. I could see that happening. I could see LA, maybe we even do this. Maybe we do Money in the Bank, Logan Paul wins it, and he's got both the United States Championship and the Money in the Bank. And then LA Knight beats Logan Paul at SummerSlam for the United States Championship. So Logan Paul only has that Money in the Bank left. Cody Rhodes faces whoever, because we don't know what's going to happen with Cody Rhodes here, with these immediate feuds. Maybe Cody faces AJ again. I don't know. I don't know what we do for Cody Rhodes, but when this is a few months out now, say Cody Rhodes, whoever Cody Rhodes faces at SummerSlam, he wins, and then Logan Paul cashes in there, uses the brass knucks or whatever. And then you can have that Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes feud stretched over for another couple of months or so. It's like we're kind of just trugging on along and trying to buy some time for when like The Rock comes back or Royal Rumble time or something. I think something along those lines will happen unless we get Cody Rhodes to turn, or Randy Orton to turn heel and face Cody Rhodes. I don't know. That's just my immediate thoughts on the whole Cody Rhodes thing. He doesn't have that many people lined up that I think would be realistic, good options for a feud with him, but I could be wrong. I think we need a turn somewhere. We need Randy or Kevin Owens to turn, something. We need something to happen with them. And as for everybody who's thinking about Roman Reigns is going to come back as a babyface. So I think right now we're going to keep Roman away from Cody Rhodes. I think Roman is going to deal with his bloodline relatives. He's going to deal with Solo. All of that is going to be a separate sideline feud that's going to happen, storyline, until Roman eventually, most likely, will get back into the title picture down the road, but I don't think it'll be against Cody Rhodes. I think that is a chapter we're not going to revisit for a while, I feel like, especially if both guys are baby faces. Roman will face somebody who's champion at the time. Maybe it will be Logan Paul. That way you can get Roman versus Logan again, and Roman could beat him at some point. I'm just looking right now in the short-term future of Cody Rhodes. Who will be there to face Cody that's realistically a good option? Hey, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I appreciate all the support you have shown this channel from the start. I really do. We're growing. We're getting bigger and better. There's going to be more things added to the channel. There's going to be more videos added. There's going to be streams. All of that is in the plans. Believe me, trust me. I really want to do these things. It's just right now a lot on my plate. I've got school that I'm doing. I got a project due next week. Planning a wedding, all the work stuff I'm going through. So it's like, there's a lot right now, but I am putting out content every week, and I enjoy talking to you guys. I love when you talk to me in the comments and in the emails. Just keep them coming. Like this video. It helps the channel a ton if you like this video. Even if you don't want to comment, just liking this video will be huge. But yes, I appreciate all the support. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Other than Randy Orton, is there maybe someone else, maybe someone I'm not thinking of you guys would like to see Cody Rhodes get in a feud with? Let me know in the comments, or send me an email, wickedbittermedia@gmail.com. I got to get better at saying that email because it tricks me up sometimes. Until we yeet again, my friends, stay bitter.